here. Yep, hit that by accident again. What's up, everybody? Apparently, we got one person watching. I don't know. We'll see.
It's not me.
It's. I don't know who it is, but
Hi.
yeah, yeah. Hi, hello, person. So we'll see what happens here. It's been the first time that we've actually been back on. So wait, that may help. There. that may help, huh? Oh, wait, two watching now. Okay. Wonder who's here. Whoever's here, just say hi or say something. That's what.
So what's been going on?
I
Hey.
what? What?
Can't have that.
I'm
Lag.
trying. Yeah, no, I know.
Terrible.
What's up?
Hello.
What's going on, theme park lifestyle? What is up, bro? Well, we figure, we set the studio back up better than it was, so figure why not come? We can do this now. Wait. Ready? Welcome, you foolish mortals. Yeah.
Starting to regret buying that.
Why are you regretting buying that? Come on, that reverb. That reverb is awesome. Oh, you still have your thing from yesterday on? Bro, what's up, man? How you been, brother? Good to see you in here. Rel said, I love the lights and the sound effects. Right? It's amazing. Like the camera's good now. We have the whole room in view. We got the dog. She's doing whatever dogs do during our live streams. We know how that is. But yeah, definitely, we got the wall set up a little bit. It's a start. It's a start, but it's definitely better than what we had.
The ears are good, but I'm not sure if I like
The lanyards.
I can't really see them.
All right, well, it's something. Real says I'm okay, just been tired and working. Dude, I know that feeling, man.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you that.
Still recovering from stupid Bull
I mean, I'm just recovering from working in the park every night. Like, restoring water slides is not an easy task, I'll tell you that much. I come home tired every day. So, we got 4 people. Look, we got more people joining us. This is awesome. This is good to see people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys haven't noticed, we've been up to a lot of stuff too since the beginning of the year, since we last had a live stream. So
definitely things have amped up a lot. So we've been doing a lot of stuff at once.
Yeah.
Universal stuff. Got our Disney passes, so we've been doing Disney
Yeah, we
stuff.
got Disney
a lot of
passes.
Disney stuff. Just because
I'm trying to get on the
we've been
radar.
down here for a while, and finally got passes that
Actually
worked for us and that we were able to get. We were like,
a month from tomorrow would be 2 years that we're down here. Yeah. I said a month from tomorrow.
oh, a month.
A month from tomorrow. Hey, how do we look on you guys then? How do we sound? I mean, how do we sound with the reverb? That's what I want. Let me not do that to you guys. Well, you've been here almost the whole year, but no, it's been like 2 years since we've been here.
It doesn't feel that
it's
long.
been a year in this apartment, and
the year that we spent kind of waffling around before that.
Yeah. Everything is good, great quality. Awesome. I love it. Cargo, what's going on? and my mother's here.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
Cargo says the same thing. Happy Valentine's Day, Cargo. Yeah. So you want to start from the? I guess we just go from the beginning of the year. What we've been doing, huh? I kind of touched upon that. It was kind of like a spur of the moment thing too. We were like, what was it like? Like night before Christmas Eve, I was like, I'm gonna get the Disney passes.
New Year's.
Was it New Year's?
We got the New Year's Day.
Yeah, we got on New Year's Day. And let me tell you guys, let me explain this process to you because it was easy. It was the simplest thing to get Disney passes. Like we thought, did we get your card? Not yet. We will
Got your
check.
Christmas card.
yeah, we got the Christmas card
We
finally.
haven't checked the mail this week.
So here's the most important question of all. How does the apartment house have any sugar gliders? Yes, it does have sugar gliders. It does.
They're still around.
Yep. So the process to get Disney passes was easier than we thought because I thought outside of the box and I was like, all right, instead of buying them online or going to Disney Springs or going to one of the parks, we went over to iDrive and got them over there at the new store that's over there. Easiest process.
So, like, I don't know if any of you guys have been to that little Disney store yet. What do they call it?
It's like the Disney Park store or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they call it, but it's that. It's very noticeable because they have that big LED like display on the building,
which is
and
actually
stuff
really
like
cool.
that.
It's funny because I got to look at that display every night when I'm at work. When I'm on the top of the volcano, that's all you see. You see I-4 and that big display, and they do. I believe it or not, they do shut that thing off after a certain hour at nighttime too.
But so if you guys, I don't know if you've been there or not, but it's a very small little store. They have like a nice little like customer service area where you can do Disney related things, and then they'll have like kind of whatever the most current, like biggest, most basic park merchandise. Like I don't know how to describe it exactly, but they'll be like right now they'll probably be like 50th merchandise, 100th merchandise. That.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not cutting you off. I'm not saying nothing. You're talking. You just keep going.
Yeah. So there'll be like around Halloween. There was some of the Halloween
So
stuff.
the best,
Definitely not everything that there would be at like the Disney store in Disney Springs. Not even half of that.
the best way to put
But
it.
There's like a tiny section of kind of like current stuff.
The more like
there's a little toy section.
Yeah. The best way I would put it would be the more popular items that they're selling through the parks and stuff. Make it to that store.
Yeah. But it's very small, so it's a very select group of
right.
items.
And then Rel here is saying, wait, the annual pass you got from the Disney store. Yeah, so when you walk in there, you can get actually tickets there as well.
Yeah, there's a whole like Disney.
So when you walk in the store to the left, there's a counter to your left when you walk in. The registers are to your right for the merchandise, and to the left, there's a ticketing counter over there. And you can actually get your APs over there. And there's no line, no nothing over there. It's hassle-free to get the AP. Sorry, Cargo. I'm not cutting you off. Cuts. Yeah, exactly. So all we had to do was we showed proof of Florida residency. I mean, I was the main account holder, so I showed my Florida license, and then the car insurance had her name on it too, so that acted as her residency because her ID is still in Georgia. We still got to get that. I know we got to fix that after 2 years. Whatever, we'll get it. But just to show that she lives here too, the car insurance has her name on it as well. So it all worked out. And then from there, you pay for it and everything. And then they actually hand you the physical card right there on the spot. And then from that point forward, once everything is done, you can start making your reservations in the parks. Yeah, they're still selling. That's the only one they're selling right now is the Incredipass, which works perfectly for me because it can actually cut into what Cargo saying about the volcano, is because as you guys all know already that I work at Universal. This is actually the Horror Nights Universal Orlando team member shirt. So I do work in Volcano Bay overnights. If you haven't seen any of the posts and stuff that I've been putting up from the volcano um, on Instagram and stuff like that, that is from Volcano Bay, and restoring slides and things like that. Apparently, the dog's leaving me too. Okay, so I get awesome views of all of Orlando from the volcano. It like if you haven't been to Volcano Bay on top of the volcano, it literally is the center of all Orlando. And you can see everything from there. You can see all down I Drive. You can see out to Disney. You can see downtown. You can see to the airport. It's awesome views from there. So, but honestly, so with that, the Incredipass works for me and Jess because I'm off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, so we're able to go to the park on those days, and you get the most out of the annual pass. Uh, hey, Cargo, if you want to, go ahead by all means. She's been looking at yours. Now that we're at Disney, we have a reason to do it. So if you want to hook her up, by all means, we're down for some ears. So let me wait for her before we move on. You guys, any other questions about that process, or because honestly, like I said, going to that location made it seamless. It was so easy. Um, okay, I definitely will, Cargo. I will hit you up with an address. That would be awesome. I appreciate that, Cargo. That's so nice of you. That is really nice of you. Um, yeah, honestly, that store, like, I thought it was gonna be like worse than what it was. It's like honestly, it's a great location. Parking could be desired for there, but you could still find parking there. There's enough things around. So come on, come on, come on. And here, you go on, get up. Get no, go on, go get up. No, okay, that's fine.
I don't like that chair. We need to get a chair for right here.
That's cool. So Cargo's gonna send you some ears.
Yay.
I know you do. So she said that we need some more.
I make some ears. I'm gonna send you some too.
Yeah. So Jess actually made these ears up on the wall. These aren't official Disney ears. That So
I gotta do some new ones.
Yeah, she has. These were like
2019.
Yeah, 2019. These came from. She actually made these herself. Let me tell you, these right here
were very popular.
People very popular in the park.
They actually made ones now that kind of look just like them, except I did the little like kind of Cruella de Vil, half black, half white on the band, which they didn't do. So mine are kind of better. It was Halloween when we went, so these were the Halloween ears I did. They all have different like characters on the ears. So I did ones for me, Danny's mom and his sister. And then these were our kind of regular ones. I was big on Disney Tsum Tsums. I was like playing that game a whole lot. So when we got the little Tsum Tsum fabric, like yeah.
Look what she said.
Right? It's true.
You know what gets me is like that big tag that they have hanging from the ears.
Oh my god, people don't know what to do with that thing. Everybody's trying to wrap it around the side or like.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is like 90% of like Disney stuff has that huge tag. The hats have it. Like everything has that huge Disney tag. I don't get what they're going for with that.
Like you know that people are trying to wear those ears. Right?
Yeah, they're trying to wear. They're trying to buy and wear. She said that's a damn Santa's list. I think they should make some Two Real Geek Ears, said Rel. What's up, Arthur? How are you? Kenneth, how are you? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Thank you all for joining us. Michael Riley, good news. I'm coming to
So
town.
I gotta
in a
tell
few
you
weeks.
guys about the Disney movement that I want to start. Okay. This is all I care about in life. So we need petitions. We need to get on this. We need everybody on board.
Do you need reverb for this?
No, I don't.
No, just to announce
No,
what
I
it
don't.
is. Are
No.
you sure? Are you sure?
I never need reverb.
It's like cowbell. Okay, reverb is like cowbell. All right, fine. Do it boring. Go ahead.
I want a haunted mansion dining.
God help me.
This is all I want in life is a haunted mansion dining.
Guys, every time we go to the park, this is all I hear. Where's the Haunted Mansion restaurant? Why don't they have the haunted? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that this fits perfectly. Right over there. Nice little spooky, like the ballroom. Little setup, some little ghosties. Come on.
Yep.
So yeah, haunted mansion dining. Put the word out. Get it in everybody's ears.
Haunted Mansion Dining. Sorry, I had to. I had to. This is what happens when you buy me a microphone that does cool things.
Haunted. No.
I wish there was a way I could just do it from the computer, but okay. She said audio was low. Oh, I got it this time. Okay.
Yeah,
See?
I bet.
Yeah, honestly, they do. They need a haunted mansion.
It'll be like the
Restaurant.
most popular
See?
restaurant.
Cargo fills it.
Nobody will want to even go see princesses anymore.
No.
It'll be like at that castle.
Look,
we
look,
wanna go
look,
to
look, look,
Haunted
look.
Mansion.
And on top of it, it'll be like a haunted mansion meet and greet because you can have like ghosts walking
Mhm.
around. Like they have them for Mickey's Not So Scary. You can bring those ghosts into the restaurant all year round. Like that'd be so cool. That'd be awesome.
It
Like-
has so much potential.
It does. Like, look, see? Chris Dunn said that would be pretty amazing. Like,
I feel like-
100%. Now that we're like full time at Disney and stuff, like we're seeing all this stuff that can happen.
So when you're walking around the parks, just be like haunted mansion dining,
Yeah.
haunted mansion dining.
Yeah.
And then have people going up to guest services and be like, "Why do I keep hearing about haunted mansion dining? What is this?" And be like, "We don't have that." But maybe if enough random people just keep asking, they'll be like, "Oh, maybe we should do haunted mansion dining."
I do want to say before we go any further, I'm going to get into something that needs to get into because if you are a content creator, please touch upon this at some point too. That Disney commotion going on right now with the union, it needs to go through. These cast members need to get that raise because living here in Orlando is not cheap, and they deserve it. Like, it's not only going to affect them; it's going to affect everybody else around the theme park industry, including myself. Like Disney needs to stop beating around the bush and trying to get more for less, and they need to go straight forward and just say, okay, we're gonna agree to this deal, even though like $20 an hour for what they're asking for these positions. It's not just ride operator positions that they're looking for. It's looking for like maintenance and housekeeping and things like that to start at $20 an hour. It's not. It's really not like out of the range, out of the realm here. So they need to do this. Is Jess working at Universal too? No.
No, I work closer to Disney right now. But like, so since we've come back to Florida, like I always worked in like different restaurants, stuff like that, up in New York since I was like 13, 14. So when I was like during most of our I was working as a phlebotomist up
Yeah.
in New York, so I used to do like, I used to get up at like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and have to be to work at like 5 a.m. to like do a bunch of nursing home. It was just like a crazy schedule, and I didn't want to do that anymore. Definitely not down here. So yeah, kind of back to just Danny has the main work
Let me put it this way,
situation.
Danny has like, even though I'm working in a theme park, I got a legit job. Like I'm steady. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. We're doing better than we've ever had been with me actually working in a theme park, and that's where I wanted to be. And happy with it. Like, it's one of those jobs like you wake up and like I'm going to work. You know.
So I definitely was looking to keep my schedule more flexible so that we have time to do all the stuff that we want to do, and I can work around Danny's schedule,
Yeah.
which does change from time to time. So, I've been working at a restaurant down here for the past like couple years. Actually, like I started there right after we got
It's
here.
like what
So
Chris is saying here. It's like Central Florida, period, is expensive. But try living in Kissimmee on what they're paid. I have no idea how they can afford rent. Honest,
seriously,
like if I was just like just working in the park, right? Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people who live in this area just work in the park, like as a write-off. It's like, you know, 40, 50 years old, like, and that's their job, and but they become uh like a supervisor or like the head lead or a trainer and something like that. So now instead of coming in at 15 an hour, they're making maybe maybe if they're lucky close to 18 an hour, 17, 18 an hour, and living like what we pay for rent. Like we got like what, like 1,600 for rent for a two-bedroom, two-bath here, and imagine what it would be.
We're very close to back to what we were doing in New York. So like,
yeah, but the difference is we have a lot more to do. There's more.
oh yeah, no.
Like quality of life is better. Like I don't mind paying what we pay. I'm happy
Yeah.
because quality of life
It's
is
much more
great.
worth it here.
Great, but like when you're a ride
But yeah,
operator,
it's a lot. Like everything's expensive. Just
Yeah.
things in general.
and there's also the two of us.
It's a pricey
You're
area.
out.
It's a tourist area. It's pricey. It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
But we also have that, like, we know how to handle it because we came from New York,
Yes,
and
we're used to living in a very expensive.
right,
We know what that.
right, we know how to handle
entail.
it. But a lot of these people around here, like, their prices just skyrocketed recently, and
Honestly,
they don't know
like
how to
very
handle it.
recently, the rents have gone up a lot. Like everybody's
Yeah.
rent's been going up at work and stuff like that. I got a lot of people moving.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. You
But
choose where you live, and if you like it or not, I guess. But there's not saying that these employers can help out. Disney, of all people, can help their union out by agreeing to these, increases. It's not going to hurt them at all.
period. You work a full-time job, you should be able to afford a place to live without having to get a second job.
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
just reality.
What's up, Purple Gang? How are you?
From
She
gang.
said, Cargo said, I hear you because I live in a tourist area too. Yeah, I mean, she's
Just like New York, it
Mhm.
ended up kind of being a tourist area, so everything was expensive.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
when we lived in Atlanta, less so. Like that was of every place we've lived.
Cargo, we need to change that. We need to change. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. You're helping us. Maybe I'll help you. I'll talk to you. Yeah. So we've been at Disney like non-stop. Happy Valentine's to you too, Purple Gang. Thank you for that. So, I mean, you got amazing thing. Like we came to Disney at the right time. Like we're convinced that we're the reason for all the new changes coming to Disney. That
we are definitely the harbingers of Phineas and Ferb. I'll tell you that right now. Because
this is a funny story.
So when we came down here, I don't think it was for our honeymoon. We came down for our first anniversary also.
Yeah.
So the second time we came down, which would have been like 2011, all over the park, we're hearing cast members mostly talking, oh, Phineas and Ferb, Phineas and Ferb. And we're like, what is Phineas and Ferb? So it's when it had first started. Hey.
What part of Universal do you work in? You don't have to share if you don't want. It's fine. I get it. Phineas and Ferb.
Oh yeah. So ended up seeing Phineas and Ferb. We loved it. The whole like trip down here, they were playing like marathons of it on like the Disney Channel thing in the thing. So we were just watching it like on an endless loop. And yeah, went home, loved Phineas and Ferb. Super sad when it ended. So we came down and we were in the park one day, and Danny had his Perry T-shirt on.
Yeah, it was a purple shirt with Perry on it.
Yeah, so all the like a lot of cast members kept being like, "Oh, Agent P, oh Perry." Oh. So one of the cast members turns around and says to Danny, he's like, "Oh, you know, it was a lady actually. She was like, you know, Phineas and Ferb is coming back, right?" And we were like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, they just announced it. New episodes are coming out."
We were like
fanboys. The minute we come to the park, Phineas and Ferb is back again.
So YouTube user works in auto shop, which we thank you because you're the ones that keep us moving all night long on third shift with our golf carts.
Yeah, you almost did that start off.
Yeah, I was looking to get into there, and yeah, I'm happy with where I'm in figure finish, so I'm happy with what I'm at.
That was your ultimate goal anyway. Was
yeah. But I
like when we first came down and we were looking at like different things that would be available, like from his like mechanics background. That was definitely one of the departments we looked at.
Like 10-year automotive background behind me and stuff. But honestly, it's still everything that I've brought to the table is still being used. So I'm happy with where I'm at and figure finish over in Volcano Bay. Awesome spot. Really an awesome spot. So thanks. Chris said Phineas and Ferb's the best. That show is the reason I know about. Look at this. Yep.
Hell yes.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Yeah. So there's like with all the changes coming to Disney, like we feel that we were the ones that causing this because like all of a sudden character meet and greets started coming back more and stuff like that, and then there we go. All right, so then the big announcement that finally came when we were past members, holders, and with Tron. Like,
that was coming whether we were there.
Right. Well, I think it came quicker because, like, so here's what happened: was we were in the Magic Kingdom one the day before they announced the opening of it. So, and I'm over there like geeking out because it's running cars and stuff, and then the next day, right after I get that video up and edited and everything, the next day it's like, oh yeah, here's the opening. I'm like,
yeah,
really? Like, this has been our luck. Like, so honestly, like we don't care anymore about like, well, I mean, we care about when things opening, but like, we're just showing you stuff. That's it. And I want to touch something else because a lot of people have been asking us recently on why we don't run commercials in our videos. We feel they're not necessary. We don't like watching videos with commercials. We want you, like, we're doing this because it's fun for us, and we don't want to interrupt the fun that we're taking you on with us. That's it. There'll never, ever be commercials in our videos. Like, people have been asking, sending things on that.
Like, look, we don't do YouTube to make money. Like, and we don't really. Like, definitely not I mean, like, we're monetized and we have, like, a little bit here and there, but not a fraction of what we spend. So we don't do this to make money. A lot of times, if there's stuff in our videos that make it ineligible to be monetized, we'll put it up anyway. You know, like, we do the music videos and stuff like that. Like, we do all that stuff knowing that it's not going to be eligible, but it's just fun and we like to do it. So like we're more
Exactly.
interested in just putting out fun stuff for you guys
Look,
than what we're going to get back.
I'm gonna hold it to this point right now, and I'll say it right now, and you can hold me to this because even if we ever made it to that point where we're getting like 10,000 views on a video, which I mean, whatever, I don't ever see that happening, but I will still never put an ad in videos. There's too many videos out there recently for people watching that are having fun and want to experience this stuff that we're doing or you want to re-see and stuff like that. And I would never ever put a video, an ad in a video. I'm just saying, like it just will not happen. Uh, you can definitely tell people are doing it for money. Exactly. This is what we're trying to avoid. Like this is exactly what we're trying to avoid.
Here's our whole thing. We already have jobs. So YouTuber's not our job.
This is my hobby. They do this for fun.
Yeah. And
we
if
do it to
became
meet you
work-
guys and have fun. That's it.
like yeah, if you're just doing it to make as much money as you can make, it doesn't become about like you having fun and people having fun because then like we're not going to enjoy what we're doing and you're not going to either, you know.
Exactly. And for this one, Chris, yes, they do have a test seat outside of the ride. We haven't been. We don't know any cast members who invite us to preview, so I know starting in a couple hours, the email supposedly goes out for AP registration for Tron, for APs to get on Tron. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, being that this is my Sunday and I got to stay up all night to kind of get put back on a work schedule. Yay. But yeah, we will definitely be signing up for that one and see what we can get there. But from what I'm seeing, yeah, there is a test seat outside. And from what I'm understanding from people is the fact that even it doesn't matter if you're big, I mean like round wise, or there's people also who are having issues. Like I may have an issue getting on this ride because I'm tall. There were people who were like 6'3", shorter than me by a few inches, who were saying that it was really tight for them because of the way that they had to position their legs and stuff. So we'll see. One way or the other, at least one time, I'm going to make myself fit because I refuse. I refuse to ride in a regular car other than a light cycle.
Oh, is that?
It's
what
just
the deal is?
yeah. No.
So-
No. If I'm going on Tron, I'm going on a damn light cycle.
So they have regular cars and
They
light
do,
cycles?
yeah.
Like
There's only
hybrid?
like two trains who have cars. Well, no. So sorry guys. I apologize. I know that was so. You get onto Tron, you basically have to kneel down, right? Kind of, and then you're leaning forward, your arms out like this. So it's like if you've seen Tron, like the newer Tron, like when he's running on the grid with the rod, and he jumps in the air and then holds the rod out in front of him and it extends into the light cycle. That position he's in is the position you're in on the light cycle. That back apparently doesn't do anything. What does hold you in, from what I saw, was on the sides. There's these rods that come out of the bike like this, and they go against the back of your calves. So if you have big calves, it's going to be hard. So not just like, like bodybuilders and stuff like that. Like how many people go to the gym and, work out and stuff like that because they want, that big muscular look, and they're going to have issues getting on this ride too.
I saw some people complaining about like they said something about there being a 40-inch like waist restriction to fit on it properly, and people are
I believe it.
having a furious basically being like, oh, they cookie cuttered it from Japan, but like Americans aren't the same size
They did-
as Japanese people.
they
and
did
that,
cookie
like,
cutter
the ride
it.
is made for And I don't think that's necessarily the case that it was made to accommodate Japanese people who
Oh, look,
tend
Dennis
to
is
be.
here.
Tennis! I ask about you all the time, miss you.
Yep. Chris is saying he's heard about a lot of there's some cast members complaining about bruising on their calves muscles. I've seen a video of a YouTuber who got invited. Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow. He went on the ride, and he's got bigger calves. And he showed the back of his calf when he got off. It was all black and blue. But then he forced himself into the ride. The first ride he did was on the car, the regular car, and he said it wasn't exciting. Like you have, and there's only two cars, so really, like there's like one or two cars that have this regular seat, like regular roller coaster seat, and right, and now that you're waiting on line, and then you have to wait maybe an additional 30 minutes just for that car. Yeah. So now it's like you can have, regular car, regular car, regular car, and then the handicap accessible car pull up. So even if you're like in a wheelchair or something, you can still ride, but you got to wait for that RV to come to the station. So your wait time shot up even more. When's the next Ents video coming out? I don't know. What's up, Jay? How are you? I didn't see you there.
Definitely been working on some music compilation videos.
We got some ideas coming up. Yeah.
So we got some coming down. One that's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to take a little while to amass all the footage we need to put it together. But I will let you know.
I
Be
wouldn't
on the lookout when we get to it.
I wouldn't say poor cycling because they definitely kept moving the ride. It's Disney. Disney really doesn't have poor cycling,
Yeah,
but
no,
poor
that
design.
they know how to do.
Design, yeah, I definitely say that it looks like it's poor design. I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing the ride at all. Like, I think it looks cool. It looks great for like seeing it in person. It looks great for
Yeah,
where
it
it
really
is. And I was just afraid of seeing it, like being there, like is different than like having to talk about this thing. Like when we were in Georgia and stuff, because I know when we were in Georgia, I was like, oh, this thing is like so outdated and this and that. I still think it's still outdated. Like it should have did something else other than Tron. But the building and the aesthetic of it looks amazing there, right behind Space Mountain and everything.
Like Disney is so good for doing this. Like, what movie do we have that's like 30, 40 years old? Let's make a ride for it. Like they never jump on things except Frozen. That was the only thing I've ever seen them do, like around the time that it was actually popular. But I mean, they're just doing Princess and the Frog now because that wasn't 30 freaking years ago or whatever. Toy Story Lands was 30 years after the fact. Like,
are you talking another raise? Because we just got a raise. Because that's the case. I'm all about this. That would be awesome. Is it true Space Mountain is 100%? So apparently they no.
We have to
I heard it went back to lights off.
Oh.
So yeah, we haven't been on Space Mountain yet, but I heard it went to lights off. Now Space Mountain
was running lights on
right
for a minute,
because
though.
they had an issue where somebody on the ride, you can't even say he was an idiot or anything because it's a roller coaster. Okay, let's be real. It's a roller coaster. And I do it all the time. I don't like, how often do I ever hold on a ride? Even on Guardians of the Galaxy the first time, I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, it's just I don't. It's just what I do. You like the first time on a ride, you feel it out. Like, you like other people. But me, I'm just
not a
weird.
hands up on a ride kind of person.
It's fine though, and that's
just
fine.
Not my thing. It never has.
Me, I'm just.
And I've always been a coaster. Like from the time I was a little kid, like
right.
And my dad would be like, "Who hands up?"
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a thing. I don't know. It's a feeling that you get. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But so somebody apparently on the ride hit their hand on one of the tracks as a car was coming by, and he actually hurt himself.
If you ever had the lights turn on while you were on Space Mountain, you would freak out because it's a lot of really tightly wound track.
Yeah.
Like you don't know when you're on that ride how close you are to everything that you're going past. But the
I
lights
haven't even
came
seen
on
it.
one time when we were on it. We were like, "Whoa!" That's what happens in here.
That would be awesome because I know we just got a big bump for ride and show. So that's hmm, I gotta ask some people tomorrow when I get into work. That's Thank you for that information, man. I thank you for that. Gotta look up that. That'd be awesome. That would be what? Let's see. One, two, three. Be like the fifth raise I got in like under a year and a half. That'd be great. I love it. Which one you laughing at? This one?
It is.
Yeah, I got you, Dennis.
Yeah, I'm closer to you, Cargo. I'm like 5'2", 5. I
Yeah.
don't know, something. Nobody can ever figure out how tall I
Oh, geez, Jay. Yeah, go do what you gotta do, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
am. Oh, I'm
So
sorry to hear
I
that, Jay.
started in November and received that raise a month later. I thought it was good. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like Universal's great, man. I love Universal.
Yeah.
It's a great company to work for.
Danny's worked for a lot of different companies over the years, and Universal really
Yeah.
has stood out as not being douchey to its
Yeah.
employees. So cheers to
Yeah, so
that.
there is that reason why Space Mountain had the lights on was because of that. From what I hear, like last week they shut the lights back off on it. So I mean, whatever. But you're also at a no filming on the ride status also. So realistically, it seems like Disney's going this way. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I mean, we're used to being in parks where they say no filming on rides. So it's like we do a good job at bringing everything to you guys without having rides
Right,
footage.
so.
Because honestly, I'm the one paying for this park, and if we're going on a ride, it's because we want to go on a ride and have fun. Like here's an example. You can go
No,
back
look,
and watch the
we film. It's fine on like little slow moving dark rides.
right
Like nothing's
Haunted
gonna happen.
Mansion, things like
But
yeah,
like we started off in Six Flags.
yeah.
And like in our very early days, like we did film on a couple rides. But
We were like, what are we
honestly,
doing?
very quickly realized that like it's really not necessary, and it's not the example that we wanted to set for people either.
Yeah.
And then like in the last couple of years, there's been a couple incidents of people's phones flying out of their
Yeah.
hands and hitting
It's
a kid
like-
in the face.
Yes, we have the GoPro, but honestly, our videos, if you guys have watched our videos, the quality of the videos have shot up so much recently. It's because we've been using the GoPro to film our vlogs. And it's easier to carry this around. Like if it's raining or something like that, I don't have to worry about it getting wet at that point. You know? And it's just easier. It's more compact. I can carry this thing in the it's a better quality video we're getting in a wider shot from the GoPro than we were getting from the camcorder and stuff like that. So that's why we have the GoPro, not necessarily for the rides, but for the quality, the 4K quality of the video, which is actually what we're using right now to use as a webcam is the GoPro. So it's reasons like this is why we have it, so we can get better stuff out there, have a better look, to a fireworks show, which yeah, it's not a ride. There's other things, character interactions, things like that. So, there's other ways that we're showing the fun of the parks and updates that, when we go to Universal, we can't film on any of the rides. Nobody's supposed to be filming on the rides at Universal. Universal has a strict no filming on the ride policy. So, and you see all these bigger YouTubers out there filming, they're breaking the rules. I'm not going to break the rules. Like, not because I work there, but I don't want to be kicked out of there. It's just what it comes down to,
I mean, and honestly, like we're not going to be responsible for something happening to somebody either.
Right.
Like you can take every precaution, and your equipment can still fail.
Like,
Just what happens in life, Yeah, it's little plastic pieces that hold those cameras on to those mounts.
Right. some kind of mount or something. I thought I had some.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
Sorry, I'm trying to like. If you ever seen a GoPro mount, it's these like two like round things that sit there, just plastic. They're just that's all they are is just plastic. Now, if you over tighten it, you get a hairline fracture in there, and then it could fail at some point. And then what happens when it fails? You know, your camera's flying off or something. Like it's just plastic. It's not like I mean, yeah, they have metal ones and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go through all that just to
Look, and I know
film.
a lot of the content creators are having fits right now because a lot of the new guys don't want you to film on. And Tron is going to be one of them that you can't film on. And
Yeah, so
honestly,
I'll get
Disney's
into
going
that
to
word
learn
in
the
a
hard
second. So,
way.
like right now, like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Terry Crews asks you very
Exactly.
directly not to do it.
So, if you've watched our video, it was
Save the Oregon
purpose.
Trail, but you die from dysentery.
So it was purposely done on our end where I filmed up to the part where Terry Crews was like, and no filming. We shut it off right there. Boom, done. Because they don't want you to, because there's safety stuff. Not for nothing. You're going in there into a dark room. Why are you gonna film in a dark room? There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. It's yeah, there's stars and stuff. There's screens and stuff, but really, like, no, it's not worth it.
Completely unnecessary, and it's an amazing ride. Absolutely amazing. Like we were thoroughly impressed.
You know, I get it a lot at work.
Do you really?
Yeah, yeah. They definitely get me at work. Whenever I say something, they're like, they'll repeat it back to me the way I said it. I'm like, shut up, you guys suck. Like, you guys suck.
One day at work, the manager said something to me, and I turned around and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they all stopped and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Shut up."
Right, Chris? Right, Chris? Thank Chris. You know what? That's it. I'm done. Chris understands. Chris understands. It's freaking Terry Crews. You don't want to make him mad.
But like, look, if you filming on a ride is the be all or end all for whether your channel is a success or failure, just
like why
stop your life.
why do you need to film on
You don't need
rides? Like, there's so many people going to be mad because they can't live stream on Tron. It's and
Be a blogger.
right, like now
Make a
Tron
video.
apparently as of right now is letting people film via chest mount. Now, not for nothing, that's an extra bulky piece of equipment that I got to carry around with me just to film. Like, and honestly, at this point, is it worth it for me to film a ride that so many other people has filmed already, including overseas?
Yeah.
It's the same ride overseas. So is it worth me wasting my time and not enjoying a ride to film a ride that so many other people have? I'll film before we get on, up to the lockers, or whatever. I'll even bring it with me. I'll put it into the little box on the ride, and it shall live there for the minute and a half that the ride is, and I will film when I'm off. Because at that point, you'd rather hear my reaction of what we thought of the ride than the actual ride itself. That's really why you're watching the ride, mostly. You want to know what we thought of the ride. I mean, because it really, all these parks and stuff have their own POVs of the rides, and honestly, 9 out of 10 times they're better than any vloggers because they put the right equipment on the ride.
That was the realization we came to way early at Six Flags. We were like, you know what? There's ride footage of all these rides up on the website. We don't need to do this.
It's like this. There's so much B-rolls being made with these rides, Disney, that exactly. And Disney made them available for content creators. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. What ride was it? What ride was it that gave us? There was a ride that literally gave us a copyright strike at Disney. Soarin' gave me a copyright strike. It wasn't like, well, not like, oh my gosh, it wasn't like one of those copyright strikes, but like put us in timeout. It wasn't a monetizable thing. That Soaring cannot be monetized. So really, anybody who's going on Soaring is eating that video, and they're getting mad at that probably
And honestly,
because of that.
anybody who goes on Guardians of the Galaxy has to do the same thing.
Oh,
Listen to the music.
100%. 100%. I mean, there's other things around that, they're monetizing rides now. Like Legoland, this monetized Ninjago. We had a Ninjago notification. Ninjago could not be monetized when we went there to Legoland. Okay, so why bother? Like, I bet you, like, small, like, Little Mermaid probably has. We haven't been on that yet. Little Mermaid probably has it with Under the Sea and all that. Like, I- no, that wasn't copyrighted. Nemo was not yet, at least. They probably didn't monetize it yet, at least. There's all these bigger popular ones. Pirates of the Caribbean is probably copyrighted for the pirate song, the Yo Ho Yo Ho song. It's probably copyrighted, though. It probably monetized the ride. They probably monetized that ride. I'm telling you right. If they monetize Soaring, I guarantee they're it's one of the more popular rides. I guarantee they monetize Pirates, Small World, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh. This is how they're stopping people from filming now. This is what it's going to be. They're stopping people from filming because they're going to monetize the rides.
They're not stopping them from filming. They're stopping them from posting and making money off the videos.
But realistically,
it's
it's going to turn around and it's going to be where they're going to stop doing it because, well, I'm not making money on it, so I'm not going to film it. Like the live streams, there's been people who got 3 strikes on a live stream for fireworks at Disney and basically ended their channel. But filmed wise, like, it's only during live streams, though. It's only during live streams. So I don't get it.
That's because you've already put it out there.
Right.
So you already committed the act. Like now for us, we go to put in a video, they tell us in advance, like, okay, this isn't gonna, and
it still could come up as a strike, though.
But when it's live,
yeah, you
already broadcasted it, so it's not like we can tell you no, you can't, or this is what's gonna happen. You already did it.
Somebody needs to create Disney-esque songs for content creators. They'll make bank. Yeah, honestly, I think there already is stuff out there for that, like, just throw over rides and stuff. That's also why, like, when you see people on a ride,
we used to use a lot of stuff like that. We used to go through whole sites of like, content, like songs that aren't, that people make and put up that are usable, and you can go and download them. And we used to do it, like, switch out. Well, for certain videos, it depended on what it was. Because Six Flags was really bad when we first started out. The music that they pipe into the park is very loud.
Yeah.
And
but just like Taylor Swift playing behind you and stuff,
and it would always be copyrighted, like mainstream music, and you can't get away from it. So it's not like we were purposely put, so a lot of times we would have to overlay something just to be able to put out a video.
Okay. Apparently Creature had a word on that.
Creature, what's the matter?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, come here.
I don't know what his issue is, but yeah. So it's like, even with, like, Universal, we don't miss anything with not filming there. Like, we have fun. Later, Dennis.
Bye. Bye.
He said he got to bounce. That's his exercise for the day. Later, Dennis. Yeah, like even like Universal, like we're not missing anything with filming on the rides and stuff. Like we get a lot of cool content from Universal. Like we got Mardi Gras right now and stuff. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out because that Mardi Gras video, like we have the whole parade from an awesome angle on that parade too. But yeah, like we get some awesome Universal stuff. Like it's helpful stuff for people too. It's like yeah, we don't do merchant stuff as much as people want us to, but there's so much. It's so overdone.
Look, if we see something that we think is cool, we're gonna be like, "Oh, check this out," because it's something we like. But we are not gonna go through every new thing that comes out in the park and be like, "Oh, look, this is $42.99. Oh, look, this
It
is."
gets boring. It gets real boring. Like I'll go through a shop and show you stuff in the shop, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me check the like. I mean, we did that for a little bit, but then it's like it gets so boring on my end. Like I'm sorry, it's just so boring on my end to film that. And I know people like oh, I want to know the prices of this stuff and this and that, but I'm just gonna show you the merchandise. If you want to know the price of something, just leave it in a
There's a
comment.
website.
Leave it in a, no,
No,
just leave it
literally,
in the comment.
anything that we show you, you can go on the Disney website and it'll be there.
It's like
legit.
or like if leave it in a comment, and when I find the price out, I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, like yeah, so many people focus on merch. Exactly. Because
It's cute. Like, look, we're just not gonna focus on
I'm
everything.
going into a store. I'm not saying that we're not going to go into stores. It's just
Yeah,
more
we do all the time.
exactly. I'm just going to show you the merch in there, and like oh, that's new. I'm not going to go through every single piece of merchandise over and over again every
Yeah,
time
like
I
when all
walk in
the
a store.
hundreds came out, like we're not gonna be like, this
What's
this cup
overdone
is.
to the point I don't even have desire to ride it. Right, the People Mover is so overdone. The only reason we went on it, I'm not gonna lie, we did go on it in one video. The only reason was because I wanted to
Danny
see.
wanted to get a new angle of Tron.
I wanted that angle of Tron.
It was the day that we caught Tron because we were around by Barnstormer.
Yeah.
And that's when we saw it over from that
Yeah.
side. And then Danny's like, "Oh, you can see it from the People Mover."
Yeah.
So let's get on that. And
We haven't been on it ever since. There's no reason to. There's no. I think it's so boring. It is so boring.
I had never been on it until we went. What, in 2019 was the first time I was ever on the People
think
Mover.
we were
I
on
didn't
it
even
on
know
our
what it
honeymoon.
was. No, I wouldn't go on it because I just thought it was like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the name, but I thought it was just to like move you from one side of the park to the other, and I was like, I can walk.
No, exactly. Exactly. And honestly, it doesn't even move you anywhere. It moves you
right back
it
to
moves
where you
you
were.
from this point back to this point. Like what? Oh, so exciting! Like you get a tour of Tomorrowland. I can walk around Tomorrowland and see it myself.
I mean, it's cool one time to like see it down into all the little like stuff. That's kind of cool.
I mean,
See
look,
Buzz Lightyear and stuff.
every
That's
once
fine.
in a while, yeah, I'll jump on it just because whatever. But
It was novel one time. I don't need to keep doing it.
I mean, if there's new decorations up in the land or something like or whatever, but it's a cool way to see the castle. I tell you that. But I mean, other than that, it's a waste of my time. I'm I rather use my time to get onto like Buzz Lightyear than to the People Mover. I mean, really. You know what doesn't get enough love? Carousel of Progress is a great, beautiful tomorrow.
Well, last time we were on the Carousel of Progress,
it didn't have any progress.
What decade did we
I
have to
don't
sit
know.
through twice?
I don't remember.
Something happened. And we
Yeah.
had to go through one of them twice.
Yeah.
It wasn't the last one. I think it was the one before.
I think it was like the second to last. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got stuck like halfway around, and we had to like
hmm We just literally had to go through the scening. It was painful. It was painful. But yeah, no, you're right though. Carousel of Progress, like that wait time on a busy day, like when we were there, is like 5 minutes. Like there's no wait for that ride.
Carousel of Progress is great when it's really hot and you need to cool off and chill out for a little bit.
Is
And
it even though?
honestly, like I remember, and it's exactly like the thing has not
No.
changed at all. I remember
Mhm.
like when I went, my grandmother took us. I was like 10 years old, and I remember being on Carousel of Progress with my grandmother.
Let me put it to you this way: it was more painful than me going down the other day on the scooter. I don't know about that. There's emotional
Mental
scars.
scars.
There's emotional scars from that one. Yeah. I, yeah. That ride is my air conditioning break. Yeah, I can understand. But honestly, like we did, what did we do the other? Philharmonic Magic or whatever it was, or yeah,
We've never done it before. It
yeah.
was cute.
Like
I
honestly,
liked
there's
it.
things at Disney that people don't do that you need to check out. Like they're like hidden away in there. Like people just forget about. Like the Philharmonic. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that. Um, like we've never done the Monsters Inc. either. The Laugh Floor, we've never done that. Like
That's more for kids.
I don't know, it might be
Oh,
fun.
wait.
Yeah, the
No, I
Monsters Inc.
think we have done that
I
once.
don't remember it if we did.
I think we did
Chris said I have emotional scars from It's a Small World. Yeah.
that. Didn't we get stuck on that one for a minute?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, we always get stuck on the fun ones. For some reason, every time we go on Finding Nemo, we're always stuck on that. Uh, what else did we get stuck on? Oh, we got stuck on the Haunted Mansion.
The worst was we were on the car on Runaway Railway, like about to be the next one's taken off, and it broke down. Now,
Mm.
if we had been a car or two ahead, we would have been like halfway through the ride and gotten to walk around inside. Runaway Railway, and
Really?
that would have been awesome.
Astro Orbiter never gets shown. Okay. We'll definitely keep that in mind. That's that one that goes at the spaceships that go up, they're all the way up on the top of the people mover. They go in a circle and they just go up and down. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been on that either. I know what it is. I just never. Uh, I was that guy at the laugh floor. It was great. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like we have a cool video that I still gotta make that one. The arcade from yesterday. So if you guys are in the area or coming down on vacation and you're looking for something to do outside of the theme parks, we definitely found an awesome arcade that we're going to be dropping the video for. Like awesome, like pinball, like retro arcades and actually modern arcades and stuff. Really
It's
cool.
everything. Yeah, Arcade Monster, and it was really
Yeah.
fun. Like, I'm a pinball girl, so I just want to play pinball all night. But they had a bunch of other. The Luigi's Mansion one was really fun.
They had Tron, the original Tron.
Yeah, Fix It Felix Jr.
Yeah.
Like, there's a room that has all those old, like, Pac-Man, Frogger, all that good stuff. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that good stuff.
They want us to do Astro Orbiter at night. Okay, that's fine with me.
Next time we're there.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
we're
Magic
sure.
Kingdom. Yeah, definitely. We just took a week off from the parks this week because
Yeah, we were gonna go today.
yeah, it was. It's been a rough week. I just needed me time. That's why I figured just come on here with you guys tonight. It worked out. I think we finally calmed down.
got shifty eyes though.
Hmm. She always does. I don't know. What else you guys want to see from us, though? I don't want to get you guys stuff that other people are doing.
You guys haven't had a chance to check out the DuckTales video
Dude, that was so
from
much fun.
Epcot. So fun. Like, check it out. Like, it's a little bit long because we put all the adventures in the video, so you have to watch the whole thing. It's like 2
I
hours.
did
2 hours.
I did tag it where it's broken up to Pavilion.
But
and
if you ever plan on doing it, definitely give it a watch through to see like which land you think you might want to check out, because there are some that were like really fun and interactive, some that so
Yeah.
like see which one.
Exactly.
But there are a lot of
That
fun.
Play Disney app is a lot of fun to use in the park. I'll tell you that right now. There's a lot of interactive things in the park that you can do. Galaxy's Edge was a bunch of fun. We did that one too with the Play Disney app. We did the Epcot with the DuckTales. So there's a lot of I'm definitely, when you're in the parks, definitely download that Play Disney app and interact with it. It's so much fun. The shadow. Turn around. Turn around. You can see him in move your if you come lean towards me. Yeah.
Ichabod. Ichabod, come here. Here.
It was a ton of fun bounty hunting. Like, we did the bounty hunting. We also did the other missions and stuff there, and we had a blast doing it. You'll love to see the. Yeah, definitely go check out that video. I mean, like you said, it's a long video, but we definitely break it down and we show each one of the missions in the area. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. It was probably one of it's if you know what geocaching is, it was kind of like that with like a scavenger hunt in a way. Like, it was really cool.
And you know me, I'm an idiot and I love a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Give me something weird like that. Secret passage, geocaching. Let me find a treasure. That's all I want.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. You guys definitely anything else going on that we want to talk about, or this idiot cat right here? He's such an idiot. YouTube user, have a good night, man. Thank you for coming in, brother. So have you heard the rumor of them replacing Aerosmith roller coaster with Powerline theme? So I've heard other than that. I have heard Rocking Roller Coaster is going to get replaced with Queen. That's what I've heard. Do you know about the Main Street geocache? No, we don't know about the Main Street geocache. Explain yourself, lady. You have some talking to do. Queen would be incredible for that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that though. Like, them replacing Aerosmith with another. Like, I think they should replace it something Disney related. Honestly, like Powerline would be perfect. That would fit really cool in there, like from a Goofy movie. The concert that they're trying to go to and stuff. That would be kind of cool. Like, cause it's Disney related at that point. You know. Um. But
I feel like Stitch is underrepresented.
they can definitely throw a jab.
Widely in
So what they could
merchandise,
do, they could
but not well in rides at all.
right. So what they can definitely do, they could throw a jab at SeaWorld by making that a surf or coaster. I would love to see that. I'm sorry, I don't have much love for SeaWorld. Not for the park themselves. Like, I respect them for their animals and stuff like that, but ride wise and like entertainment value, there's nothing there. Like we gave up on SeaWorld.
Well, there were a couple parks that we tried to make happen. SeaWorld was
Yeah.
one of them. Now, what SeaWorld does well is their like festivals and stuff like that, like the 70s, like go for the food.
But it's not worth buying an annual pass just for that.
And like when they have concerts and stuff like that, like it might be worth it for that. But you got to get all those things going on the same day. Because I mean, I don't know.
There's months though that you're gonna not like have a.
I want to see stuff. I'll go to it
Yeah.
and
So okay, you know the side street that's facing the castle is on the right hand side. Well, at the end of this street, there's a little space where there used to be payphones. There is a shelf there, and on top of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Is that more Magic Kingdom? I guess we're doing Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I guess. I got a couple. Well, we got like what, 45 minutes or so before. Hopefully, I get an email for ride preview. Start signing up for AP ride previews. It starts in March, so that's cool. We didn't even realize that there was a geocache inside of the park.
It wouldn't be on app just because it's not in a place.
Right. Right. That's cool.
Pretty cool.
What the hell is he doing?
Being weird. Being Ichabod.
That's yeah. You have anything else? This is not even a cat. This is an alien.
Yeah, he's a replicant. The working theory is when the aliens dropped him off, kittens were the closest thing, so he became one. But he doesn't know how to do any normal cat stuff. He can't even meow like a cat. He tries. Right? It's the man and it's the
Glay sends a geocaching video in your future.
Yeah, we do lots.
We actually do geocaching stuff. So if you go back to
geocaching, we just found Adventure Labs, so
Yeah.
we've done a couple of those.
So if you go back to
Did we did a video with Disney Springs, right?
No.
Or did we just? Oh no. So yeah, we did an Adventure Lab in Disney Springs. It was kind of funny. We didn't do a video that day because we wanted to kind of check it out. That was the first day that we checked out Adventure Labs, so we just kind of wanted to see how they were.
Yeah, we did a geocaching video down in Celebration. It was kind of like a walk and talk. It was a mixture of everything kind of video. We geocached and we explained what was going to happen this year, and basically telling people, you know what, we're gonna do what we want to do, and you know.
Hope you like it. Don't care if you don't.
Yeah, like we don't form to the cookie cutter. We make our own cookie cutter. So what? Whatever. That too. Yeah. So I mean, speaking of crates, you go back to Epcot.
Inside tip. Tell them, or should we keep it?
No, that's fine.
Secret.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
All right. So the crate place back by Ratatouille in Epcot.
Okay. In France.
So we had dinner there. It was very good. But dessert. Now there's a window, so
better.
you don't have to sit down and eat. You can go to the window and get crate set, and they have a banana and caramel crate.
Yep.
Oh my God, that thing was amazing.
Yeah.
would be like super sweet, but it, like the bananas were like really light. It was really good. Very nice. Highly recommend. Like we're definitely putting together a short list of like the best things that we found around at the park, our like little favorite things, and one day we'll do a video on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah. Yeah. So starting next Tuesday, you can start making reservations for Woody's Roundup that opens up on March. The barbecue place.
Ow!
Sorry.
Um,
In Toy Story Land. Yes. Every time I mention this to you, it's always, and that's like a sit down, like every time. Lisa, it's kind of like my channel. I call it the show where I talk about exactly. Like we do what we want when we want because we can, and yeah, exactly. Like we keep the channel fun, but we keep it us. You know, like there's no reason to like conform to things. Like once you start doing that, then people expect that one thing out of you, and that's not what we're doing. Like we're not a Disney Channel, we're not Universal, we're not theme parks. We're like we cover this stuff, you know. So like we'll go to iDrive, we'll go to 192 and just go to the stores, you know, things like that. So which we haven't done that in a while. There's probably new merchandise down at 192 that we can probably. Probably. Let's be real. Let's be real. No.
You know when there'll be
No.
new merchandise when all the stuff that says
When we're
2023
dead.
changes to 2024.
When Epic opens. When Epic opens.
Maybe, yeah. They'll start getting.
Right, Chris? Hey, Chris, if you're not having fun, why do it? Exactly.
That's our theory.
Exactly. Like we just don't care. Like you watch us. Like honestly, I like there's other channels like us out there that I watch more than the bigger ones because it's a lot more fun to watch people actually having fun. You know.
Well, like a lot of the people who, when your YouTube channel became your job, you treat it that way.
Cargo said,
and you
"Oh,
look
you
like
guys
you're at work." I got a job. This is my fun time. And I'm not gonna make it something
exactly.
else.
Cargo said, "Oh, you guys should take us mini putting."
Well, we've done the ones in
Universal.
Did we do videos for both of them?
No, we didn't do the other one. We didn't do the sci-fi one.
We didn't do a video for that one.
We did.
We got to go a little bit earlier because we've had some softball losing problems.
Yeah, so Cargo, we did the haunted house one at Universal. There is a miniature golf one at Universal
They're
that we
really
did.
cool.
The problem with miniature golfing with this is really.
Oh no! Sorry. Did I do that? Can they see that?
No.
Okay.
No.
We just had a moment like the Tubi commercial during the Super Bowl.
The problem with mini golf is it's hard to film. Like with people, like we have to make sure there's nobody behind us.
That's
and
the
this
problem.
and
Is
that,
like we always feel like we're kind of like
slowing, like
well, it
me.
on
I
where
don't
you
care.
Go.
I'm like people see me filming, they see what we're doing. Like okay,
we
but
gotta go.
She's
we
like,
gotta make
hurry
reservations
up.
at that. My whole thing is I don't look. A lot of YouTubers don't care and they'll just do whatever. Like I'm very like we're gonna get our content, but we're not gonna be in the way. I don't want to hold anybody up. I don't want to block people. Like I'm not about all that drama. Blah, blah, blah. So, like you'll see during our videos, watch any video of ours, you'll see Danny looking at the camera, talking to y'all. And while that's going on, I am holding on to Danny and maneuvering him through crowds so that he doesn't walk into people while he's looking at the camera.
Yeah.
That's my job.
There's literally a system. There's really a system down that we have. This way, I don't walk into people. Like, we make it look easy, but it's really not. Like,
It always looks like I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the video.
Well-
and it's not that I do not want to also be chatting with and interacting with all you lovely people. But Danny, if given free reign, would walk into anything and anybody and not pay any attention. He'll walk into a crowd of people coming at him like right in the middle of them, and he don't care. Like,
Chris, man, if you ever are in the area, let us know. We're always I'm always down. That's cool. Like, I get that a lot. Like, honestly, look, here's the thing. If you see us, approach us, because I will definitely talk your ear off, and I don't care. I love it when people come up to us and be like, hey, I watch your videos. Like, it kind of blows my mind that actually somebody in where I'm at the time watches my stuff. Like, really, I know we get views, but I don't know where they come from. So, like, are they as many views as I want? No, probably not. But we get them, but I don't know who's watching them. So, let me know. Cargo said legit. It's too legit to quit, Cargo. That's what it is. Chris said you also like the type of guys that we're totally hanging with. That's where that came from. Like how am I when people come up to us? Like, you're just like, you go into like you're the quiet one. I'm the one that's like,
well, look, we can't both talk at the same time. So Danny's the mouth. I nod. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm the more socially awkward one. I'm good here, chatting to the camera and y'all people.
yeah, she's good at home, where there's nobody, but that's fine though. That's fine. Like, I shoot, man. Like, I will meet up with viewers and stuff like that. I don't care. We'll have a geek invasion day. That would be interesting. Can you imagine? Chris, where are you from? Like, if you don't mind me asking. Like, I know that you said something about.
What's your specifics?
Whoa, calm down.
Social security number?
No! Stop!
Why you wording change in here, sir?
Don't worry about what I have on this desk.
Supposed to be in a bucket.
You're supposed to be in a bucket. Bucket of goo. Oh. What are you doing? Yeah, so we're gonna try to do this stuff more. We're coming on live and stuff. And, yeah, it's kind of like me and my wife. Oh, you're in the Atlanta area. That's right. That's right. So, hey, man, if you ever come down here, let us know. Let us know. I'm the mouth and she's the quiet one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You get it, Chris. You get it. But at home.
I'm silent but deadly.
At home. She's the mouth.
Oh, you think so?
No, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I don't talk a lot, but what I say matters.
I don't talk a lot, but what I do.
You're gonna listen.
You're gonna be here next February. Awesome. That's a whole year away, bro. That's a whole year away. And a whole state away, too. It's gonna take them a whole year to get through Georgia.
Georgia be like that sometimes.
Georgia be like that with their peaches. Georgia is like an onion. It has layers. And the further down you get into Georgia, the more it makes you want to cry. All right. You good here? Yeah. You have anything else? Anything else you want to add?
Nah, I'm straight, y'all.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out with us here tonight. I think we're going to end it here. So we're going to end it. Bye. Unless any of you guys have anything for us. There's one of you here, but it was cool. We're gonna do like we gotta find more of a permanent. Maybe Sundays. Maybe Sunday night. We can go back to Sunday. Be easy for us. All right, we'll see. We'll let you guys know. We'll work it out. All right, later, guys.